Hi, welcome to Utility Jane. My name is Tanya, and today I am making slow-cooked beef lasagna and prepping some burgers for later in the week. So let's get started. I start by gathering my ingredients, so I'm not running back and forth to the pantry and the fridge. And because I have previously slow-cooked my beef, this will come together quite quickly. I like to get all the vegetables cut and gathered into a bowl, so cooking is streamlined. I have frozen corn, some frozen onions that I chopped and had froze when I had bought them in bulk, and some fresh carrot, chopped to a similar size, capsicum, and broccoli. I don't have particular vegetables I put in my recipes all the time. I will use what I have, and it will change every time I cook. That said, I do have basic veg I am never without. Adding seasonal extras when my budget allows. No matter what I cook, I always buy the best quality I can afford at the time. I have cooked this many times and not had capsicum, corn, broccoli, switching it up with extra carrots, rainbow chard, or another veg I have. I think cooking can be overcomplicated, and it doesn't have to be. Cooking needs to be edible, sustaining, and as healthy as possible. This is chicken stock and 2 bags of slow cooked beef. I just got them out of the freezer, so to defrost them fast, I sit them in a container of cold water. Now I have everything prepped, I can get my pot on and heated and add some olive oil. When the oil is hot, I can add all the vegetables except the broccoli. Toss the vegetables in the pan so they're all coated with oil and season. I am using seasoned salt, sweet paprika, sugar, and salt. Stir to coat all the vegetables with the seasonings. Oops, nearly forgot pepper. With the veg on, seasoned and cooking, I can prep the cheese sauce. In a cold pot, I add flour. I'm using gluten-free. Plenty of olive oil. Salt, seasoned salt, nutmeg, and whisk together. Now this is prepped, I'm going to go back to the meat sauce. I add the broccoli to the rest of the veg and stir. Now I can add the slow cooked beef and stock. I'm trying to make sure I leave no sauce in the bag. Now the chicken stock. Turn the heat up. Add the lid. Now the meat sauce can simmer while I get back to my cheese sauce. Heating up the flour mix gently. I add water and keep whisking. Because it will thicken quickly, you can add more water as needed. I have made this so many times and it is very forgiving, so I never measure anything. See it thicken? Add more water and whisk. Add more water as it thickens. Turn the heat off, but keep whisking so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Now put that aside. Look at this meat. I love prepping meat like this. and having it in bags in the freezer. It makes cooking meals like this so fast. Add dried basil, mix, and simmer with the lid slightly ajar. While that is simmering, I am going to grate cheese. I need some for the white sauce and for the top of the lasagna, and some for the fridge. My daughter made this little chopping board and I absolutely love it. Keep checking on the meat sauce and give it a stir. Now add lots of tomato paste. Yep, and some more. I do want some liquid in there though, because I am using dried pasta sheets. This is how I like it. Now I have the cheese grated, I can finish the cheese sauce. Slowly heat while whisking. Add cheese. How much you add is totally up to you. Whisk it in. Adding water if you need to. Keep whisking until you get a sauce consistency. And that's it, done. Remove from the heat and we'll finish off the meat sauce. This looks good. Let's give it a taste test. A bit more salt. And I almost forgot the garlic. Now let's assemble. I start with a thick layer of meat sauce, then dried lasagna sheets, a thick layer of cheese sauce, and repeat all the layers. I love to reserve a little meat sauce for the top and blend it with the cheese sauce. Top with cheese. Ideally, if I have time, I like to let the lasagna sit so the pasta can soak up the sauce. Now, with my food processor all cheesy and I have mince in the fridge, I am going to prep some burgers later on in the week. I start by tearing up one slice of bread, adding some sweet paprika, salt, and blitz till a fine crumb. Now, I cracked an egg here, but I didn't end up using it. It just depends on the bread and how much liquid it soaks up. And this is the fine crumb. Okay, let's add the garlic. And now add mince. Just breaking it up into chunks so it evenly goes around. This is 1 kilo. Now for a bit of tomato paste. And blitz. Now we're wanting it all to just come together. Just like this. There it is. Perfect. Now I'm just going to make small patties and then they can sit in the fridge for later this week. When I have a busy day, makes dinner time very, very easy. Always a must. Clean down after using raw meat. Now let's get this lasagna in the oven. And here it is out. This was delicious, but it's always better the next day. Now, if you have made it to here, thanks for watching my first video. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.